without further ado, let us go to our first guest of the day. Always a pleasure. I've said top 10 best interviews in the sport. Dare I say, top 5 on this program. The one and only, the top 10 pound for pound fighter as well. Kayla Harrison, kind enough to join us right now. Kayla, are you there? Hello, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Oh my gosh, you look very sweaty right now.
Mako Mondays.
What does Mako Mondays mean? I always see you guys talk about that.
Mako Mondays at ATT is Steve Mako's wrestling class.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, historically, it's just the hardest practice of the week. You know, it's like a very old school wrestling style workout. We start the week off with a bang. And Mako, I don't know if you've ever met him or talked to him. Have you ever?
I think I've met him briefly. I know of him, of course. Steve Mako, the bear.
Of course, the bear. But he is one of the most underrated, he's a funny son of a bitch. And I call them Makoisms. Like, he has all these sayings, like, I'm not a rocket surgeon, and like, just whatever. He's hilarious. And like, sometimes he's insulting you and you don't even know it. Like, you can't tell if he's dumb or if he's just so smart that he makes you think you're dumb. Anyways, we started doing a Mako Monday thing where every Monday after wrestling practice, he gives me a Makoism, like Mako Monday. And they have turned into actually being quite inspirational and quite motivating. So a lot of my fans tune in. I'm actually missing. I didn't.
Oh no.
I didn't go live with him because I literally ran off the mat and talked to you.
Now I feel guilty. Now I are you keeping the door open because it's so hot in there?
Yeah, I mean, I just got done wrestling for 2 hours. So
I feel horrible about this. I feel like I just ruined your day, your routine.
Right. I mean, no, it's all good.
Okay. All right. I was going to ask you what the Makoism of the week was.
Mako Monday. He was saying some good stuff. Oh, what was he saying before practice? He was saying today was, bye, baby. That's Richie. My life. What did he say today? If you want, because I'm always like, I walk in on Monday and I usually let out a big Ric Flair, woo! And at 11:30, I say, let's go, it's fucking go time. And I get the team going. And he was like, he said, you look a little tired. Start at 11:33 if you want. And I said, Mako, the one thing you can't buy in life is time. And he said, if you want good time, you got to buy a good watch. That was it. That's it.
That is good. That is good.
And I was like, all right, I'm done with you.
Could I ask, what's the mood like in the gym on this Monday after an emotional weekend for the team?
Yeah, I mean, the thrill of victory and the agony of defeat, right? I mean, it's a very real thing. What we do isn't scripted. It's not fake wrestling. It's not. I think that it's just kind of in my opinion, it's heartbreaking it's heartbreaking, but also inspiring when you kind of put it all out there. I think that as a team in general, we have no regrets, like, we train hard, we're disciplined, we do the work, we're a team. No one comes before the team. Obviously this is an individual sport, but no one comes before the team, and we all rally behind each other and are there for each other. So of course we're down, but Marina had a great showing. I think that was a really important win for her. I think just spiritually, this is such a hard time in her life. Like, when you sit back and think about it, like, yeah, we talk about Colby and Majidal and hating each other, but like, there's a war going on in her country, like, does any of this shit really matter? Like, does it really matter? So yeah, the mood is down, but that's how you rise back up. You can't, failure is our fuel, and just come back stronger.
Did you watch the event?
Yeah, I did.
What did you think of the main event? Just curious.
I mean, I'm not, Colby isn't, you can say what you want about Colby Covington. He's an amazing fighter. He's a good fighter. He has an excellent gas tank. He has some of the best scramble ability in the game. I think he has good fight IQ. He has a good output. He's durable. He's a tough son of a bitch. If he can take Usman's best shots and all these, there's a reason his record is what it is. He's a good fighter. I don't think that I would never say that he's not a good fighter. And I think that it's tough to, like the 10,000 hours sort of like calculation, right? Like it doesn't matter how much I do. I only have so many hours to get really good at this thing. And I'm very fortunate and I'm very blessed that I spent so much time perfecting a grappling art, like Colby has 10,000 hours of wrestling time. No matter what George does now, he's probably not going to reach that 10,000 hours. He's not going to reach that level where his grappling is so instinctual and so muscle memory and so high output. Like that's a very tough thing to do.
Just curious, are you the official captain or the unofficial captain of the team? I'm never quite sure.
I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm the official captain.
Okay. So as the official captain, do you feel the need to like go in there and get everyone's spirits up on a Monday afternoon?
I do. I mean, I don't know if you, no one expects me to, but I do. I mean, I think that's what a leader does,
Mm-hmm.
So it's my job to lead by example, but also like, I think that if you talk to people, like I say, hey, how are you doing? What do you need? I say, do you need, I talk to the amateurs, I talk to the pros, I talk to everyone. I ask them what's going on. When's their fight? What do you need? How's the training? And I'm more than anything, like as the captain, I feel like I'm like the rah cheerleader, but I'm also like the liaison between Dan and Richie and the fighters. Like I have no problem going to Dan and Richie and saying, this is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Like you need to fix this.
Wow.
And calling them and telling them they're idiots. Everyone knows Dan's an idiot, but
Sure. So impressive because you've been doing this less than 5 years. Like most people aren't put in that position or don't put themselves in that position or don't feel comfortable to be in that position. And yet you have assumed this role.
I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't want it any other way. I don't come to fit in, I don't come to be a part of the crowd anywhere I go, anywhere in life. I think, it's just me. It's just who I am. I want to be a role model. I want to be an example, not just to kids and to my kids and to future fighters, but I want to be, we have so many young girls in this gym now, and we have so many young up and coming fighters, hungry fighters, the next generation. And, I want to be the example that they can look to and say, okay, this is how you do it. This is the winning formula. This is how I become successful in life and in the cage.
So you're too young to remember this, but back in 2009, 2010, there was a basketball player named LeBron James, and the entire season, everyone was talking about, is he staying? Is he going? It was a whole thing. And the spring and summer, it was this decision. It was on ESPN. He was at the Boys and Girls Club in Greenwich, Connecticut. Jim Gray was the guy, and he asked him, and he said, I'm going to take my talents to South Beach. What we've seen in the last few months regarding you, to me, has felt like the closest thing that we've had to LeBron James in this sport. Is she coming? Is she going? Where's she headed? What's up with this? What's this tweet mean? What's that mean? I mean, this has been a lot of fun. Has it come to its conclusion?
No, it has not been a lot of fun.
It's been fun for us, okay, over here to try to decipher. We're at the goal line. We're not at the goal line. We're back here. What's going on? Yeah. Offer sheets. Has it come to its conclusion?
Well, I got a call like 3 minutes before this that my lawyer called. He saw that I was going to be on your show, and he said, do not say anything. I haven't signed the contract yet. My managers and my lawyer are dealing with it. I think we're like, I think you're a day too early, maybe. I think we're like,
that's perfect
right here, but it's a very sensitive issue. So I'm not going to comment on it right now, but there've been multiple offers it's almost done. It's almost done. Thank God.
Are you looking forward to it being done?
Yeah. Careful what you wish for, y'all.
Wait, what was that? What did you say?
Careful what you wish for, y'all.
Oh, okay.
No, I mean, obviously, like I have this is it's ridiculous how blessed my life is, I mean, I think the hardest part for me, and I don't know that people understand this, and I think people maybe doubt this still for some reason about me and question it, but I really do just want to be the best. I really do have an internal desire to test myself and to push myself to the highest limits I can go. And I just want to make sure that I keep doing that. And I keep pushing myself to do that. And I know that I'm not there yet. I don't call myself the greatest. I don't say I'm the greatest. I don't think I'm the greatest, but I want to be, and I want to fight the greatest. So obviously from October until now is a long layoff, and it feels like a long layoff, and it feels like it's been, a lifetime. So I'm thankful that it's almost over, and I'm ready to get back in the cage and keep getting better and doing what I love.
Why did you tweet last week?
I'm ready to put these Mako Mondays to the test.
No, I feel you. I'm curious, why did you tweet that you were frustrated last week?
I think just all of the negotiations, I think that, tensions have been kind of high back and forth. And I think there's been some miscommunication, and there's been some ups and downs, and, oh, we're doing this and now we're doing that. And, oh, we're going here, and, oh, we're going there. And I mean, it's been just a hell of a roller coaster ride this last few months. And, I do better when I have a goal, when I have a set thing, and I'm not really one for like drama. And I know everyone thinks I'm a drama queen or whatever because I cut bomb ass promos, but
no, you do.
No, I'm ready to get back in and fight. I think that I wasn't even going to do any interviews until I had signed. I just said, that's it. I'm done talking about this shit. But I thought I would have signed by today. So that's why I told you yes.
No, it's okay. Listen, these things happen.
Yeah, they do, I guess.
I thought we were going to have our Jim Gray, LeBron James moment where you were saying, after long consideration, I've decided that I'm taking my talents to X, Y, and Z. Instead, it's just, false alarm.
I mean,
everyone.
I did bring my talents down to South Beach.
You did. Could I ask? I heard you tell several people you're going down to 135. So wherever you go, you're fighting at 135. Yes.
Don't be mean.
What? You said that.
No, I said it as a joke.
I saw all the headlines. I saw everywhere. I saw on the ticker.
I know. Well, to be honest, I mean, it's not like, no, I don't really want to. No, I don't want to do that. Like, again, I'm a role model. I want to be a good role model. I want to teach young fighters and young women that it's not about how much you weigh. It's about how big your heart is and how hard you work. And if you want to win, you'll win at whatever weight class you compete at. I don't want to starve and deplete my body of nutrients and dehydrate it and then step in a cage 24 hours later and get punched in the head, and I don't want to do that. I don't want to teach kids that that's okay to do. I think that, at that point, for me, it becomes about what's more important to me. Is it the legacy, or is it which part of the legacy? Is it being a role model, or is it saying I can do anything I set my mind to? Watch me cut down to 135. Watch me take out that champ. Watch me do this. I can do this. That's just that's a question I'll have to answer if it ever gets offered to me,
Why don't we do 145? Just to give you that competitive.
Let's start there.
Yeah.
Let's start there.
This year?
That's a good start.
This year?
I'm not sure.
Okay. Interesting. Have you ever see the movie Sliding Doors?
Yes.
Have you thought about the sliding doors of your life? If Amanda Nunes beats Juliana Pena, would all of this have gone differently?
I don't know. I mean, if Amanda beats Juliana, does she stay at the gym and then everyone does everything in their power to keep us apart like they had been doing, or, does the UFC offer me so much money that I have to say, yeah, like, I mean, who knows? Who knows what would have happened if Amanda had beat Juliana? I go even further back. Like, what would have happened if I had retired after one gold medal and just jumped into MMA then? Where would I be now? I think that unfortunately for me, timing is everything. And I'm worried that my window of opportunity to fight these girls is slowly closing. So
that's crazy talk. You're like less than 3 years in the game. Is it because of all the time that you put into that other sport? Do you feel like it's affecting what you can do in this sport?
Yeah. I mean, I also just think that, like, really, Ariel, it's hard to be patient. It's hard to be patient. It's hard to be this far into my career. And, I mean, I just, you want to be like, I'll be 100% real with you right now. Like, I look at Rhonda and I look at what she achieved and I look at who she became and the star power that she had and the platform that she had. And it's hard, it's hard. I want to change the world. I want to be the best. The ego in me wants everyone to know my name and to have no doubts and to say, damn, Kayla Harrison, the best to ever do it, So it's hard. It's hard to not be there yet. I really, keeps me up at night, haunts me.
Do you want that? You want that fame? You want that platform? You want that?
Not the fame.
But everything that comes with that, right?
I mean, there was literally a time there was a time when people thought she would beat grown men. That is how dominant she was. That is how everyone was like, she's the greatest of all time. They were talking about her fighting dudes and like, and I know that obviously a lot of that was skewed and a lot of it was crazy talk, but I want to be that good that people are having those conversations, like I want to be that good that people are like, damn, like this girl could be a grown man. Like, that's what I want. I want to be so high above the competition and so far above the pack that people have to start making crazy talk to make it interesting with me.
How far away do you think you are from that?
I don't know. Because I think also the difference is like, I'm not buying into any of my own hype. I'm not reading my own press. I'm not like delusional and think that I am so far above the pack. Like, I know that there are great fighters out there. I know that there are fighters who are more skilled than me or maybe more athletic than me or have obviously more time in the sport than me. So I'm not delusional in the fact of thinking like that I'm untouchable, but I would like to test the theory. I would like to test my fight IQ. I would like to test and I don't want to take away anything from the girls that I have fought in the past. Like, I don't want to disrespect them by saying that everyone's tough until you beat them. You can't go out there overlooking anyone. I think I learned that, with Pacheco in my first fight against her. I think that she's a really great fighter, a very good fighter. Just not well known, but she's very good. She's very well rounded. She's smart. She's hard to put away. She's hard to finish. I think that if I had elbows, it would be different, but I don't. So didn't. So, yeah, I just want to test myself,
Can I ask you a question that might be deemed a little tough to answer, but you're being real. I will be real with you with the questions. Is there a part of you that thinks if you were fighting for a different promotion the last couple of years, as good as they treated you over at PFL, but a bigger name promotion, that you would be there already?
I don't know. That's a sliding, again, I mean, the PFL has been so good to me. So I actually had a talk with someone too long ago, and at one point, another promotion right after the Olympics, right after my second Olympics, a promotion had offered me a developmental contract, but it was like, 35 and 35 or something. Not money that my coaches felt was my value. And so I didn't take it. And obviously the PFL came in and they've taken great care of me from day one. I think they've valued me as a fighter and as a name and a face of their promotion. So it's again, like, what would have happened if I had gone that route? Who knows? Would I be? I don't know. I don't know. It's not really about being a star. It's just about like, look, okay, who is it? It's me, it's Amanda, and it's Cyborg. And we're all three in different promotions. And like, I'm sick of talking shit or like talking about fighting. Like, I just want to fight you. I don't mean any disrespect. I don't mean like, it's that I want to fight you because you're the best. That's it. Like that's the greatest compliment I can give those women. And I just get kind of fed up with it when I can't do anything about it. I can't do anything about it.
So I reported last week that Cyborg's deal is coming up and it will be up in the summer. And I said, let's just say if you go back to PFL, that they should try to sign her and do that super fight there, because it seemed like if you were going to go to Bellator, that was the fight to make off the bat. So now that burden is on PFL. Do you think that's even possible? Do you think it's possible to make this fight happen this year?
I think so. I think so. I don't see... She says she's willing to fight me. I'm willing to fight her. I have been trying to find a way to fight her for a while now. So, yeah, I think it's very possible. I would love that.
She, I think it was actually my tweet, and then she tweeted like the two eyes, and then you were like, "This is the address." I'm tired. Why did that bother you so much? It was just. I was like, whoa.
I went a little overboard. I'll admit.
Like, whoa. I thought maybe she was like, oh, she is also saying there's a possibility of this happening. And you were like, I'm tired of this. Come here right now. Coconut Creek. We'll do it. I was like, what? What are you talking about?
I was just really frustrated. I was just like over it. I was over it. I was mad at her and mad at everyone. Fight me! Yeah, no, I mean, it was great. Yeah, I overreacted a little bit on that one. My bad. Okay. My bad, everybody.
Are you less mad today? Are you less frustrated?
Nah, I'm at peace. Look, everything in my life is, I'll get even deeper with you. I'll be 100% real again. One of the biggest struggles I have, like in my faith and in my life, is this idea of having control and of like to surrender. Like there are some things you cannot control, and a big part of my faith is like I have to surrender and understand that like I'm not in charge of this, and what I'm doing is not really like ultimately doesn't mean anything. So for me, it's about like realizing I'm on God's time, and whatever is going to happen is meant to be. And I have to make the most of it. And also I think I have to realize like my life is so fucking amazing, Ariel. Like I never thought I would be where I am. I never thought I would be doing what I'm doing. I never thought I would have two beautiful, amazing, healthy children. I didn't think there was a point in my life when I didn't want to live anymore. So to be sitting where I am today, doing what I'm doing with people I love, it's a blessing, and I'm ready to make the most of whatever comes next.
I'm sorry to ask you this follow-up, but because you say that, I feel compelled to. What do you mean when you say there was a point in your life you didn't want to live anymore?
Yeah. So obviously I was sexually abused. You know that. I think you know that. I was sexually abused by my first judo coach. And I think that the PTSD and the trauma that I suffered as a child, you know, when I was in my teens, I really, I was suicidal. I didn't want to live. Like I got to the point where I was either gonna, you know, run away, kill myself, or say something. You know, that's the point I got to. And I'm just glad I said something, you know, and then it wasn't easy after that. It wasn't like, you know, I hit rock bottom. I hit rock bottom as a child. I hit rock bottom as a teenager. I've hit rock bottom multiple times since I've started fighting. Like I've gone lower than I ever thought I would go. So, life is short, you know, and I'm blessed to be here. You know, my father committed suicide when I was 23 years old. And we talked a lot about sliding doors today. And I think about his life all the time. I think about him every day. And like, what moment was that set in stone for him? You know, like at what moment in his life did everything fall into place in order for him to feel that he had to do that to escape, you know? And then I think about, was it something I did? Was it something that someone said to him? Was it a series of events? Was it one moment where everything changed in his life? And if that's true, if it is one moment where everything changes in a person's life, then fuck, man, I better be really smart about how I handle my life. Like I better be really smart about how I handle other people's lives and how I treat people and how I talk and how I carry myself and how I interact. Like, because sometimes it is just one moment. I think all the time about, I was driving to Boston. I was in a U-Haul with my mom and she was dropping me off. I had just told her I was sexually abused, that FBI was involved. My coach was in jail. I didn't want to go. I was having I had such bad PTSD, Ariel, that I was having flashbacks. I was having dreams. I was like, you know, I was in a really bad place. And we were in the U-Haul. We were driving to Boston. I woke up from a really bad dream. And I was like, my mom pulled over. We were going to get gas. And I was also super paranoid. Like I felt dirty. I felt like people could see that I was dirty, that there was something wrong with me, that I was ashamed. I had so much shame inside of me because of what had happened. And I was walking in the gas station and I started to sweat. I was like pouring sweat because I thought people were looking at me. I thought people were like, they knew something was wrong with me. And I'll never fucking forget it. This woman smiled at me. And like, it wasn't like over the top. Like, it was just like, she just smiled at me, like almost like, hey, it's okay, honey. And I was like, fuck, it's okay, you know? And I didn't say a word to her. I don't know who she is. I have no idea what town we were in, where we were. But like, I was a 16-year-old kid going through the worst moment of my life, and a person smiled at me, and that maybe changed my life.
Wow. Thank you for sharing that. I'm sorry you went through that, but I appreciate you sharing this with us. You're not sorry.
I'm not sorry.
Why not?
No, I'm grateful. I think that everything happens for a reason. And I think that I wouldn't be who I am today if I hadn't gone through that. And I wouldn't be the person I am, the fighter I am, the survivor I am, the mother I am, the friend I am. I wouldn't be Kayla if I hadn't gone through that. And I wouldn't be able to change the world the way I want to if that hadn't happened to me, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I think it's so hard for me to think about. I don't want to get into it. I don't want to take up all your time.
No, go, please.
No, I think about the Cain stuff going on right now, you know?
Mm.
And I sit here and I wonder if I should publicly say something about it. I sit here and I think about like, yeah, every parent says that. Every parent says that's what they would do. Every parent, I would want to do that too. I can't even imagine, you know. It's one of my biggest fears because I went through it. But every human being has inherent worth and value, you know? So do I condemn him for something that I personally went through? Or do I cheer for him for trying to kill someone? You know, like what? These are this is the shit that I think about a lot, and I wonder, like, I don't know what the right thing is. I'm torn on it. I don't think a lot of people are torn. I think they're like, fuck that guy, you know, that he tried to kill. But I think also too is that I have reached a level where I have forgiven. I have forgiven my old coach. You know?
Did he get caught? Like, did he face any repercussions?
He went to prison for 10 years.
Oh, is that 10 years up?
Yeah, it was up in 2016.
Okay. No interaction with him, right?
No.
No.
No. Yeah.
Well, I will say now, I mean, if the sliding doors, you're an incredible fighter, an incredible human being, an incredible mother. You're one of the highest paid fighters, I believe, in the sport, regardless of gender. I don't know if you know that, but that's based on what I know of what other people are making. And I think the whole point of this game is, more often than not, the game chews you up and spits you out, and you're kind of left as a shell of yourself. I think you're winning the game right now. I don't care what anyone says. You're winning the game in multiple facets.
Thank you.
So I don't know, ultimately, I don't know what you're going to, well, I think I know, but I won't steal your thunder on what you're going to announce later this week.
Thank you.
I'm actually happy it worked out this way, believe it or not. I'm very happy it worked out this way. And I'll just say congratulations to you on everything. And you're an inspiration. You really are. You're one of my favorite people that I've ever met in this sport, covering the sport. And you continue, honestly, you continue to inspire. You really do. You continue to inspire me. And I think that you are a great role model. And you are a testament to the sport. You really are. You are an absolute testament to the sport.
Thank you.
Listen, we need more people talking like you in this sport than people cutting promo on little girls in the cage after a win. Okay, we need less of that bullshit and more honest, true people like you. So I'll just leave it at that.
I agree. I want to be real. I mean, I do think I'm the baddest bitch on the planet, but
let's go, Kayla. Let's go. Your time will come. I know you have an appointment, so I will let you go. Much love. Thank you so much. If you were here, I would give you a hug for the stuff you shared.
Virtual hug.
An air hug. I'm not big on hugging, but just, you're very sweaty and all that.
Not a big, oh man.
I'm a horrible hugger, but thank you so much.
Next time I see you, I'm going to give you a big old judo bear hug.
And if you announce this in an hour with someone else, we're through. I just want to let you know.
You'll never forgive me. I would never do that to you.
It's
I would
fine.
Never do that to you.
It's fine. I'm used to it. It's okay. Thank you, Kayla.
I would never do that to you.
I said it's fine. I'm at peace with it. It's going to happen.
You, Mark, like all of you guys are like, are you announcing something? There's something going on. I'm like, no,
I've never said that.
Anything. I'm just going to let everyone else know. I'm done with it. It is what it is. I'm going where I'm going. I'll see you when I see you.
I can't wait. Let's go.
I'm even better now than I was in October. It's going to be good.
The coronation is over, okay? The coronation is over.
The coronation is over.
That's right.
What time is it, Ariel?
Okay, we got to go. Bye, Kayla. Thank you.
Okay, bye.
Thanks so much. There she is, Kayla Harrison, legend.